Hey vlog, another video of channel DoopTube, and today I'll be doing my video about every major Batman villain that may or may not appear in Gotham Season 5. And so this video will be split into two categories. The first category is about the villains that are confirmed to appear in Gotham Season 5, and the other category are all Batman villains that could appear in Season 5. So I mean that they're rumored or that they're theorized to appear in Season 5. And now before we get started, I just want to give away a big spoiler alert. If you're not up to date with Gotham, stop watching this video because I don't want to ruin it for you. But for all gear, then let's get started. Our first category is the confirmed villains. So these are all the villains that are definitely going to be in Gotham Season 5. Starting off with Bane. Bane is of course one of Batman's greatest villains. He is strong, smart, and a terrorist. He is known as the man who broke Batman's back. However, it's confirmed that Bane will appear in Season 5, but he will have a very different look from the comics. As you have already seen in the trailer, Bane looks like this. Yeah, that's a pretty weird version of Bane. I don't think this is going to be the best version of Bane, but definitely one of the most original and interesting versions. Everyone thought that Gotham's version of Bane was Captain Barnes. But no, that is not true. Captain Barnes is based on the Executioner, who only appeared in one Batman comic. Instead, we're gonna have a new version of Bane. He will be one of the primary villains of the season, and I'm looking forward to it. The next villain is another version of the Crown Prince of Crime's wife, and that's of course Harley Quinn. We have already had a version of Harley Quinn in the form of Barbara Keene. However, in Season 5 we're gonna have a new version of her, as we'll see in the trailer. We get a crazier and more interesting looking Harley Quinn. And I think this is the new girlfriend of Jerome, although I'm not sure. It could be a totally new character. And if it is, I'm looking forward to meet this crazy person in Gotham. And yeah, I think that this version of Harley Quinn will be very interesting to see on the small screen. Next villain is Ventriloquist and his puppet Scarface. Now, if you know the comics, then you know that Ventriloquist is a great underrated villain. He has a lot of personalities stuck in his head, and one of those personalities is his puppet Scarface. And his puppet Scarface is a crazy person. And I'm interested to see how Gotham will bring this character to life, since he's one of the most underrated and interesting villains in DC Comics. Last but not least is Lady Shiva. The people behind Gotham said, if we want to make a final season of Gotham, then we have to at least introduce some villains, and one of those is Lady Shiva. And Lady Shiva is a great villain. She's more of an anti-hero actually, because she's more known as a villain, but she could also be an anti-hero at some point. Like we had with the Beta Caravan, who is actually based on Tigress, or like we had with Barbara Queen, who may be based on Harley Quinn. They were both anti-heroes and sometimes villains, and I think that Lady Shiva will be almost the same as them, and I'm interested to see her on the small screen. As you may know from the comics, Lady Shiva is a woman who knows a lot about karate. As you see, she's Asian, but she's also a very attractive, dangerous woman. Now we're getting into our next category, and those are the villains that are rumored or theorized to appear in Gotham Season 5. So these villains won't definitely appear in Gotham Season 5, but they could appear in Gotham Season 5. It's not sure. As we know, Gotham Season 5 will show a more darker and darker version of Gotham. It will introduce a lot of new characters, but it will also say goodbye to a lot of new characters, to a lot of old characters. And so we know that a lot of new masked vigilantes will appear in Gotham Season 5, as it was seen in the trailer, and as was said by the makers behind Gotham. So we may see some of Batman enemies who are known for wearing a mask. And I'm talking, of course, about two major villains in Batman comics. First up is Black Mask. Now, I know that Black Mask actually deserves a bigger storyline where he's the primary villain of at least the whole first half of a season. But since Gotham Season 5 is only going to have like 13 episodes, that means that if Black Mask will appear, he will more have a small role like Scarecrow Hat or Professor Big Hat. We're not going to have a big storyline that's going to be at least 10 episodes long. And that's sad, because that is really the storyline Black Mask deserves. But we will see whether or not he will actually appear. But he has a big chance to appear in Gotham Season 5. The other mask vigilante that may appear in Gotham Season 5 is Dr. Simon Hurt, simply known as Dr. Hurt. And he's known for loving to torture people. And he does it a lot in his own nightclub where he tortures a lot of people. And a lot of those people actually enjoy being tortured. And he also loves to torture Batman and his friends. And hurt Batman a lot. So, you may know that he may have appeared already in Gotham. But maybe somewhere in the background. Do you remember the one scene from Gotham Season 1 where Harvey walks into a bar where there are a lot of people who like to do some dirty things? Let's say that. Well, they're wearing some skin-tight clothes. Yeah, we all remember that scene, and it was a little bit messed up. And we actually hope to never see that scene again on Gotham. But since Gotham is going to explore and show us a lot of darker places and locations of Gotham, we may go back to the Foxglove, where we saw a lot of people being tortured and enjoying to be tortured, I guess. There are a lot of crazy people out there, so yeah. And maybe Dr. Hurt will appear in that scene. I'm not looking forward to it, but it may appear. Next up is the villain known as Hush. And Hush is in the comics one of Batman's childhood friends, or yeah. In the show we know that Thomas Elliot, or Tommy Elliot, whatever you want to call him, is the bully of Bruce. He is one of the characters who bullies Bruce. And he was seen in one of Gotham's first season episodes. And we saw him again in Gotham Season 4. and we may see him again in Gotham Season 5 as the villain he's known for in the comics, and that villain is called Hush. And Hush is a terrifying villain with a dark past and hates the Dark Knight for a lot of reasons. And if they're bringing him to life in Gotham Season 5, then he actually deserves, just like Black Mask, a lot of episodes that are focused around his storyline. So it's actually unlikely for him to appear in Gotham Season 5, since a lot of storylines have already confirmed to happen in Gotham Season 5. So yeah, it's actually unlikely for him to appear, but since Gotham will be showing their darkest sides, we may see a cameo of him, or just a storyline of him that lasts for 2 or 3 episodes. And then there's our final villain that may or may not appear in Gotham Season 5. He has already appeared in Gotham Season 1, 2, 3, and maybe also 4, I'm not sure, but whatever. His name is Harvey Dent, also known as Two-Face. And a lot of people would have loved to see Two-Face ever coming to life on screen. However, the closest we're ever gonna get is his alter ego, who is not yet evil, and that's Harvey Dent. So far, Harvey Dent on Gotham has been more of a minor character. He has showed sometimes that he is a little bit crazy and threatened by everything and threatens people. He doesn't really like people, he doesn't really like to cooperate with people, and he does use a coin. So yeah, there are a lot of developments building up to his transformation in Two-Face. But whether or not we're ever going to get that transformation is difficult to predict. I would have liked to see his transformation come to life, and we may see it coming to life in the final season of Gotham. But up to this point, it seems unlikely, but I would like to see it. So that was my video about all the major Batman villains that may or may not appear in Gotham Season 5. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me in the comments below what enemy of Batman you expect to appear in Gotham Season 5. Which Batman villain's appearance are you looking forward to? Tell me in the comments below, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.